Hello, Kickstarters! I know this isn't your normal Kickstarter video, but due to the nature of our project and the fact that our team is scattered from across the world, we felt a video conference powered by Google Hangouts was the best way to do this. First, let's introduce the other people in the call with us today. Why don't you all state your name, your username, and tell the folks out at Kickstarter Land a little about yourselves. Who you are, and maybe what you do, maybe.
I'm Katie Forgy, though most of you may know me as Mist Sapphire or Utau XYZ. I'm the voicer of the Utau Kikine Aiko, and I've run UtaForum for about 4 years now. I mostly handle the moderation side of things, with the occasional help in graphic design and logos and that sort of thing. I also attempt to manage Overseas UtaFest, an Utau community on DeviantArt, and I help moderate the new Utau Wiki on Wikidot.
And I'm Asta Salim. I am a mod on the UtaForum, and I've been using Utau for something around since 2010. And I do various working with the software, and also interact with the community a lot. And I occasionally do music production and other things regarding Utau.
And I am Sean Hentai Farrell, the technical admin of UtaForum.net. I oversee the day-to-day operation and maintenance tasks of the script that power the site and the server that we are hosted on. I'm the voicer of my own Utau, Otokune Wibu, and a web developer by trade, having made websites for companies like Vocato, the developers of Vocaloid Oliver and Yohioloid, and as well as SRP, those people who do those Vocaloid concerts. My side projects include Vocaloid and Utau-related sites like ingloids.info, defogo.net, and utau.me.
UtaForum is a forum community for Utau fans and users. It was originally created on ForumOcean by Sky, aka Sumanina, I think I pronounced that correctly, in 2009, but was subsequently handed off to myself and to Halo, or Halo Heroine. For the past 2 years, Sean has hosted the forum on his own server and handled the back end, such as software and forum skins.
So, we know what UtaForum is. It's a community dedicated to the Utau software. Aster, you're the expert here. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about Utau?
Utau is a software voice synthesizer in which you can take recorded samples and have that synthesizer sing almost any song you like if you work with it. And you can do it in, depending on how you record it, you can do it pretty much any language imaginable. And with that, there's been a whole community based around it, making original music and other related things. It's from this huge fan base.
Well, this Google Hangout is a Kickstarter video, so now down to the nitty-gritty, the funding. I know what you're thinking. Why Kickstarter? Or why such a small amount? The answer to the second one is easy. We're only looking to raise as much money as we need. A detailed list of everything is available on our projected costs section, but as a minimum, we need $200 in software licenses to transition UtaForum to its next iteration. The first question is a bit harder to handle and requires a bit of understanding about our community, some of its demographics, and our history.
First and foremost, UtaForum has always been free. The staff pays for its operation and maintenance out of our own pockets, with the site itself being hosted on a server owned by Hentai. Normally, without Hentai subsidizing our hosting, a site like UtaForum would cost upwards of $360 a year to maintain.
So next there's an issue of demographics, and most of the community is pretty young. So if you're going to believe Google's and YouTube's analytics, more than half of all viewers of the Utau-related videos and content are from the 13 to 17-year-old age range. So with software we use being free and most of our membership being pretty young, traditional donation-based stuff that supports most web forums is not going to work with that community.
Finally, in terms of history, our community has had some issues with donation-based systems before. Other websites, not affiliated with us, maintain themselves using donation systems that their practices may have been less than ethical and more than a little opaque. Kickstarter is advantageous because it's an all-or-nothing funding style. It lets us fundraise a one-time goal of a specific dollar amount. Either we raise enough to do what we plan, or we raise no money at all, and simply have to look into alternative solutions.
So by using Kickstarter, we have a level of transparency and accountability to all our backers that you don't really have with traditional PayPal stuff.
There are no ethical questions about having partially collected money to do something, but not quite having the total money to actually do it. We actually looked into other crowdfunding platforms, but apparently our funding goal was too small, too indie, for that other crowdfunding website.
Now the part that you have all been waiting for, the rewards tiers. In order to keep our costs down and to make sure as much of your contribution is reinvested back into UtaForum, all the rewards are digital in nature. There will only be 2 rewards tiers.
The first one is for every backer that contributes at least $1. We will have a thank you page for all of our backers, regardless if they are a forum member or not. And on this page, we will list your name or nickname and link to your website, blog, Twitter, or any other social media account on the page. Please keep your links safe for work, however. The only hentai allowed on our site is our admin, Sean.
Hey!
Next, for those of you who are members of UtaForum, we will be awarding your user account with a limited edition Kickstarter Green Forum badge that you can display on your profile, showing everyone that you helped make our transition possible.
So the only other reward tier we have is for backers who contribute $5 or more, and along with receiving what was said above, they're also going to receive one voting token for every $5. So if you contribute $5, you'll receive 1, and if you back us $25, you'll receive 5. And this is a kind of a sort of virtual currency that'll help you decide what your forum's going to look like in the future. And you can help vote on what gets developed and guide the community's decision making.
The full details about these voting tokens can be found in the description below, or at the link kickstarter.utaforum.net. One important detail that I'd like to highlight is, beyond this Kickstarter, there will be other ways to earn voting tokens for free. First of these would be by taking part in various forum or community events and contests. Just because you can't contribute to this Kickstarter doesn't mean you won't be able to take part. Finally, in closing, from everyone here.
So, we would like to thank you for watching our little Google Hangout Kickstarter video, and full details concerning the Kickstarter can be found on the page below.
There you will find an excellent example of Utau in action, an itemized breakdown of what we are fundraising for, including our stretch goals, and more on this transition that we are trying to crowdfund.
Thank you for your time, and have a nice day.